TCR. TCR, Total Control Racing from Ideal.
Welcome back, everybody. Ride on the Edge. TT on the Xbox One. Yes, it's another alleged gameplay video, and it's another physical copy. Yeah, I've wanted to do this video for a while about such a, I think, as a bike game, this is fantastic. Yes, the disc is not in there because it's in the machine, but also a really unfinished game. Not as, it doesn't play well, it's broken, it's just, there's just components that aren't there. So, yeah, so we're going to do a quick race, and then I'm going to show you, I managed to shave off 1 second of my best lap on this track. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. So let's start off with the negatives. Now I do like a good bike game, but they're extremely hard to pull off in video games. But the control system on this is really quite interesting. What I'm doing here though as well is just want to explain this to you. When you load the game up, there are no best times, there are no best laps, and there's no ghost data. So you have to manually upload or download, should I say, the ghost data, which is a little bit, again, it's a bit concerning because you're at the mercy of a server. So that's a bit of a concern. And what I do a lot with this game is I just race against my own ghost, which is, I don't know, it takes me back to the old days, from Mario Kart, but in particular I think it was Gran Turismo. And me and my friend used to exchange memory cards every weekend. We beat each other's times on certain tracks. So here we go. So we're going for the TT style race, which is when you're released at certain intervals, so you're well spaced out, rather than everybody starting at the same time. And that can be chaotic. And I just don't get on with that on such small circuits. So yeah, I mean, let me talk to you about the control system and the physics and the feel of the road. It is just absolutely spot on. So I know there's been a few sequels to this. I'm going to pick them up. But again, going back to what I was saying about bike games, they're a very hard thing to convey in a game. But what makes this perfect is the ability to shift your weight on the bike. So, when you're under heavy braking, you want to be pulling that left, is it the left stick? The left analog stick, you want to be pulling it back. So you literally sit upright in the bike. Equally, under acceleration, you want to put all your weight on the front of the bike. So you're leaning down, you're hunkering down on the bike, and that goes for as you're going left or right. So unlike a normal conventional racing game, you're going to be also having to factor in the where you are weight wise. It's such an impressive game, albeit unfinished. There's no music, there's no menu music. The replay function is completely off the mark. Yeah, and as for that ghost data and best lap times, that is woefully inadequate. So there's lots of flaws with this. Nothing graphically, nothing that's going to break the game, and that's why I can forgive it. And that's why it's a real favourite of mine. And the sense of speed, every nuance, every bump, every pothole, everything in the road, you pick up on it. You know, if you're interested in this sort of thing, then give this game a go. You know, for all its flaws, all its issues, it really is a stripped down simulator, bike simulator. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So we're going to do this quick race, very quick race, and then I'm going to quickly show you my best lap attempt, which I just did the other day, and I think I shaved a second off of it. I mean, I'm not fantastic at the game. I have it set on standard, but I've got low. We can see that I've got so many assists turned off. I think you can adjust the brake bias from the front to the back of the bike, but other than that, I've got really and truly nothing else. I've got everything else turned off. So yeah, this is a 600. I mean, I don't know what it will be like with the super sports bikes. You know, you're getting into the, I don't know what, 900s, the 1100s. So yeah. Yeah, and as for the TT itself, the Isle of Man TT, that is just such a daunting prospect. It really is, because the sheer amount of corners and everything else. But yeah. So let's hop over and I'll quickly show you this best lap. So we're going to come down here, set ourselves up on this tight left-hander, and then we're going to just go crazy. Yeah, over the line, there. And we're off. There's my ghost. But here, just clip the grass a little bit there. And there are areas where you can afford to get the bike slightly airborne, but yeah, I'd advise against it, because I haven't quite mastered bringing the bike back under control. But you can see what I mean about the sense of speed. I mean, it's an Xbox One game. I think it's got bells and whistles, but I don't really care about that when it says it's enhanced for the S and the X. I mean, this is running on the X, but to me, so many, you know, the last several years, so many games look fantastic anyway. Well, it's all about the handling, it's all about the physics in this. As I say, there's that little dip, and there we go. Watch me time. There you go. 1 second off of my best lap time. So yeah, I think you realise I like that. So guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.